Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Nashville. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And the talented young man took over as the full-time starter week 6 of last season, showed a ton of promise as a rookie despite having minimal help around him. His talent and potential, vast. I expect him to have a huge second year in the NFL.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
First down, New England.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Running left is Stevenson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing here is May. Forced out to his left. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Slot man moves right. Here's May. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's May. And it'll be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
The #1 overall pick in April's draft, what an unlikely story to get to that spot. A 0-star recruit out of high school, the University of Incarnate Word, to Washington State, to Miami, and he comes into the league as Division I's record holder for most passing touchdowns in a career with 158. The Tennessee franchise now revolves around him and his development.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Throwing now, Ward. That's complete to DK. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And the Titans are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Ward. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. Throwing is Ward. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it'll end here as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
The tight end Henry here in motion. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up, forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. May. Checking this down to Stevenson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Stevenson. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
First down, New England.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. This is complete to Buto. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's into the hands of All-Madden. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw, here's Ward. He finds his man, Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
4 yards.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Ward. Middle of the field to Jefferson. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
But if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The 17-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll get to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. You just saw the speed, folks, of Marcus Jones back there in a flash to drop him.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Ward. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
6. And the Titans, 1st down. 1st and goal.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
To throw is Ward. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he can minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
In motion, the tight end. They'll throw with May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Patriots.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To the air, May. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. They run once more with Henderson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Patriots.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Stevenson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
At the 3-yard line.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Stephon Diggs. A 2-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The extra point now for Borregales. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Titans getting set to go. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. That is caught. And he will have the Titans' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a gain of 18. That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
2nd and 10. Throwing now, Ward. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, and while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Henderson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, New England.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Throwing here is May. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it.
Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score.
Ramondre Stevenson
With his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on, just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Titans 3.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Throwing is Ward. A short throw taken in by Conquo.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Ward. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Ward. He'll complete this one. He'll Conquo.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Second down and 6 now. To throw, here's Ward.
Over the middle, it's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
When an offense reads blitz, Doesn't matter where it's coming from. Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. He's going to be blocked down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Looking to put a drive together. Second half begins with a run by Pollard. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Here's Pollard again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Looking to throw. Moore. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Johnny Hacker now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12. And a Patriot first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Now they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
The tight end Henry here in motion. From the gun on third down, it's May. Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays. And he will have a Patriots first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Titans' 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. May. Short pass caught by Henry. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's got it down to the 28.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, May with it.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Here's May.
That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Ward. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Going for it, here's Ward. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw, it's May. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
To the air, May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 10.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll throw with May.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Patriots.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
The tight end Henry here in motion. From the gun, it's May.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. To throw is Ward. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Back to throw. Ward. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the gun, Ward. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Throwing now, Ward. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Milton Williams able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. And this one is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
New England's offense set to go.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Patriot first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there.
It's a gain of
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now 2nd and 5. Throwing here is May.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Now a handoff, Stevenson. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Here's Stevenson.
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Borregales now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Titans offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Moore. That's into the hands of All-Madden. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Ward. Ward in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Ward.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Ward now working out of the gun. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun here, Ward. A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
To throw, here's Ward.
And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Ward. That's complete to DK.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he hits him in stride. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Oh, they'll run the option lane. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So the Patriots coming out now.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
This is 2nd and 8.
Henderson running straight ahead. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson.
Escapes the defender.
And he will have the Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the 1st quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the 1st quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.